This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
I love Ben Reilly.
Hey, you all know what that means. When Lilith begs for the clone, it's time for the Ultimate Spider-Cast. I am Phil, and as I said, joining me as always is...
questioning my life choices, it is Lil Hellfire. What's up, guys?
Are you talking about me?
No, of course not, Philip.
Of course. Ew. So join us next week when me and Matt Conan discuss Spider-Man.
How dare you! You keep the sparkly quantum tentacles out of it!
You're the one who's like, of course it's my life choices. And then you're going to join the convent next week.
Just tell them what issue we're talking about, silly.
This time, well, we're starting our new month, so since we'll be getting to Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie at the end of the month, it's Electro month. So we're starting with Spectacular Spider-Man 157 from mid-November 1989.
Wait, when?
Mid-November 1989.
Holy crap, this thing is old.
You know, the Michael Keaton Batman has just been in theaters for a couple months.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A young 3-year-old Lilith almost 3-year-old Lilith Hellfire is learning to use the toilet, man.
What? No, I can use the toilet when I was 1. Where are you animals? You animals were like 2 sitting in your own waste here? No! Anyway, good old Jerry Conway with us, and then we got Sal Buscema on the pencils and whatnots.
Yeah.
I really like this art.
Oh yeah, this was like a good period in time, like especially with when Sal Buscema had like a good inker, his stuff looked really good. Yeah,
and it's I don't know, the cover just makes me laugh. It's like electroshock, and then the shock is like all shocky. Therapy.
The mysterious figure in the background.
Yes.
Because just like when we started Sandman month, we get a bonus villain this time.
I mean, that's a common theme in Spider-Man movies that ruins them, but we'll save that discussion for another time.
Yeah, when we get to Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be a live commentary, I think.
Yeah. But
I watched it. I'm not going to go in blind this time, but so yeah, I watched it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. We have to do a live commentary. But anyway.
We do have a top 10 list.
Oh, that's right. Lil Hellfire totally created top 10 list. And what would that list? If you've been listening the last couple weeks, Lil Hellfire promised this, and I finally made her cash in. So, what was your top 10 list, Miss Hellfire?
Top 10 hottest female Spider-Man characters.
Oh, I just said any characters who could get it. You picked all females.
Just, I know our audience, Philip. It's okay.
Okay.
This is all my list? Or are you going to jump in?
Oh, no, I thought it was going to be all your list.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all.
Oh, she's like, I had to cut it down to 10.
Yeah, hold on. Now I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yep. Okay, number 10, Nora Winters.
Maybe. She was annoying sometimes.
I'm not there for the conversation, Philip.
Okay, she dressed bloody. Okay.
Number 9, Morgan Le Fay.
Morgan Le Fay?
Mm-hmm.
Was she really a Spider-Man character, though?
She's been in a couple issues. It counts.
Okay.
And she's prominent on a couple of alternate Earths, too.
Okay.
We got Lilith Drake coming in at number 7.
Who?
Lilith Drake.
Okay.
Philip, you're killing me here.
No, I'm just questioning if this is a Spider-Man list, but okay.
Well, you gotta dig deep, because, I mean, all you really have is, like, Gwen, Felicia, Betty, and Mary Jane, so just, it's like, I read a lot of alternate universe Spider-Man stuff, because I, like, for the longest time, after One More Day and stuff, I was just like, nope, present day stuff's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of probably why.
Okay.
Janice Lincoln. Gonna argue with me about that one?
No.
Okay. We got Adriana Soraya.
Okay.
Soria.
Man, she's scraping. Okay.
What? Yeah, kind of probably. Okay, here's a better one. Ava Ayala.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Jessica Drew coming in at number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in at number 3, Felicia Hardy. Coming in at number 2, watch your back, Betty Grant.
Okay.
And of course, number 1 is Mary Jane because she's a redhead. Y'all know how I feel about redheads. Honorable mention for Gwen Stacy. I don't dig platinum blonde hair in the headband. Not the 616 Gwen Stacy anyway. Give me my Spider-Gwen any day, but regular Gwen Stacy, no. She gets an honorable mention.
I knew you were going to scrape the bottom of the barrel before you put Gwen in the top 10.
Yep. You nerds can fight me. I don't care. It counts. So, let's get into this issue.
Yeah, because Shakedown, the title, because it opens up with Electro riding in on a lightning bolt to rob a bank. See, I miss these kind of days. It's like every villain has to either be like a mass murderer or like trying to take over a whole country or, destroying the universe. I miss the days when a guy would just like try to knock over a bank.
Street level crime, buddy. Street level crime.
That's right.
With style and flair.
But something shakes down the bank before as Electro's getting there. He's like, "Who emptied the vault?" And of course, Spider-Man swings in and blames Electro.
I don't know. Pete just seems such an idiot sometimes. Like he just jumps to be so smart. He just jumps to conclusions.
Yeah, because like his presence really doesn't like change anything in this issue. That's
been kind of a trend with the issues that we've been talking about lately, if you notice. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to freaking Kurt Connors.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the end of this issue. There's one little thing, but... So yeah, Spider-Man and Electro fight until Electro blows off the corner of the building and endangers civilians, so...
As you do.
Oh, yeah. And so while Spider-Man's saving some guy, Electro dives down a manhole, which I thought he had a problem with water.
Logic is not welcome here, Philip.
I mean, Pete took him out one time by hitting him with the water from a fire hydrant, so you're going to dive into a sewer? Okay. So, I don't know. Poop doesn't care. Poop isn't conductive? I don't know.
Depends on what you ate. Save that question from our Professor Charlie Esser next time we talk.
Be in the middle of Endgame. Hey! Embarrass us in front of all our friends. So yeah, Electro gets away, and Spider-Man swings off, and you see the mysterious figure in the alleyway.
Whoever could that be?
Who emptied the bank vault, and the whole thing seems to fit in like a grocery bag.
Grocery bag?
Like a brown paper bag.
I don't think that's money.
Is it some cabbage?
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. And these were like the days when people were using cash a lot more.
It's like how people don't know that $1 million generally can't really fit in a briefcase, and how heavy it is in a duffel bag. Like, it's just one of those things.
I know, they just like...
It's hard to visualize.
Third round looking at the tissue box, I know. But, yes, but Peter swings off because he's late for an appointment as he swings to the Daily Bugle, where everyone's gathered. Because Jonah announces that he's been bought out.
This happens like every 10 years.
Yes, but this time it's by Thomas Fireheart. Puma! And Peter's like, wait a minute, Puma? Does this have something to do with me? I wonder.
Dun, dun, dun. We'll get there.
Oh yeah, we're going to get into that more when we hit Acts of Vengeance this summer, so.
Yes, Philip has it all planned out for the rest of the year.
That's right. Oh, you'd be surprised. Quantum Zone, we're like planning that for like next 2 years.
What?
I mean, we've been tweaking a little bit, adding one here and there, but yeah, basically, we're
about your collection obsession. Hey-oh. Yeah,
Hey-oh.
yeah. I know how to do a little plug every now and then.
That's what she said. Stay tuned for Wade's World.
We're back, baby!
Coming back in a few minutes on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on the podcast, wait 2 days for Wade's World.
Anyway, I don't know what's up with this issue. Like, I mean, like I said, I like the art, but like, I just hate that Pete feels so inconsequential.
Yeah. It was kind of like a fill-in issue, because it's kind of like, I think they're killing time before it, because Acts of Vengeance did start the next issue, so I wonder if...
Yeah, that's true. But it also doesn't feel like a one-shot either, like, you know, or like, you know, like, it's not compelling.
There's like subplots, yeah, that are still going, but for the most part with Pete, it's just like a time killer, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we see Robbie Robertson in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, with the Amish, after him and Tombstone fell out of a helicopter.
You know, that's where you want to be.
Because those two used to be enemies, but, you know.
Friend of my friend. Enemy of my enemy.
It seems like the minute Tombstone got superpowers, he forgot all about his buddy Robbie.
As you do.
Cold as marble, hard as ice.
Wait, that's my superpower. Excuse me.
We're not talking about your heart, not your soul. Oh, and our last plug, make sure, scroll down, check out the Moon Knight review Diana and I did, where you can hear us talking all about Marnell and Lilith.
Oh, geez.
And their drinking.
Oh, geez.
Comparing our drunks.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dear.
I do declare.
So, yeah, you get one page of Robbie and Tombstone, and then it's back to Long Island. Yeah, where Electro's yelling at the little guy he bought the plans of the bank off of at Sensor Security. So... You name your security company Sensor? Is that like naming your bakery Spatula?
Cookie sheet.
Something like that, yeah. Just seemed like it. Hey, want to come to my shooting range? Yeah, what's it called? Gun.
Oh, we do have one of those, actually, in my neighborhood.
What, it's called? Gun?
It's just called The Range.
Well, at least that's somewhat, you know, it's more clever than gun.
Generic stuff is... What are you gonna do?
I know. But, and Electro's threatening the guy. He's like, did you sell the plans to anything else? And the guy's like, no, of course not. But, he's like, you know, I know someone, you know, criminal organization who wants to work with you. And Electro's like, no, I've done the team thing. Sinister Six, Fateful Four, Emissaries of Evil. I'm done with alliteration.
And worst of all.
Now on, I'm freelance.
Hey man, that's the way to be.
Yeah.
Hashtag how you doing, Simmers?
So you keep
they just got a freelance career update in our patch. So that's kind of, yeah.
So, back to a Soho loft where Peter and Mary Jane were living.
Swanky.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's just something about, like, I just feel like people get very, like, weird with Mary Jane. Like, they just don't want to write for her.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was some of the people's problems with the marriage is when they didn't write her good.
Yeah. I think it was kind of, like, intentional. They were like, I have a solution for your problem.
Yeah. Well, she was...
It's just like, no, take a damn writing class and learn how to write women. That's it.
But yeah, they're living in the top of this factory because, you know, Harry Osborn, was in between bouts of insanity, was letting them stay there, giving them a break on the rent.
Bouts of insanity and amnesia. Get it right. And
drug abuse, yes.
It's almost like all three of those go hand in hand for him. I don't know.
If there's any kind of illness like that, yeah, Harry has them all. Like father, like son. But here's what I don't get. Like, I get Peter and Mary Jane's, like, living here because they don't have a lot of money. But isn't, like, Harry rich? Why are they staying in the same factory building?
Maybe he secretly owns it.
I mean, he does own it, but I'm just saying. I mean, he owns his own company. I think he's rich enough that they could have, like, a pretty decent apartment or something. Or
it could be hip and trendy, too. I mean, it is Soho, so...
I know, but weren't they living on, like, Long Island or something, or...
Yeah, which is not the city. Just saying.
I guess. But they have a kid.
Not for nothing. No offense, Long Island, but you're not the city, okay?
Yeah, but they don't got a kid. I thought all the yuppies moved to the burbs when they had a kid.
If you're a lame yuppie, sure. Raising my kids in the city, damn it.
Lilith, you gotta have a baby. Seinfeld reference.
Yes, hashtag Seinfeld reference.
You know what? We have to do like a live watch of a Seinfeld episode just because we mention it like every 2 seconds.
Hey, when the next time we can get Maz, that way it's the 4.
Oh, remember I said we'd either do a live watch. Remember I said, I think back in the day when we first started this, I said, you know, we should get like a script and do a live read.
Yeah, we should. We should.
You, me, Charlie, and Moss.
Yes. Okay. Stay tuned to Capes.
Charlie Cosmo Esser.
Anyway,
So yeah, so they're going to a fancy dinner party in the warehouse they all live in. Because Mary Jane's helping Peter with his tie, and no, that is not a euphemism.
Uncle Ben should have taught him.
He didn't have a chance.
The boy was like damn near 16, 17. He had a chance.
See, that's my other thing. I thought he was 16 when he got bit, but I swear by the spider. But the last couple of years, I swear they keep edging it down to like 15.
Nah, 16. That's classic.
I know, but it seems like they DH him a year as they DH Aunt May by decades.
Convenient plot point is convenient.
And plus, he couldn't get a date, so, you know. But
once he got in with Richards, you know, he got that pimple cream. And it was all downhill from there. The spider bite gave him abs, like it was lightning. You know, things turned around for him.
I know. But yeah, so Peter and Mary Jane go, where was it? Did they live downstairs? Does Harry live downstairs, I think? Yeah, because Peter goes to the skylights. They don't live downstairs.
Yeah.
And Flash is there. Flash Thompson.
Yes! But sadly, it is not baby Joe Manganiello.
No. But he's a ginger.
Strawberry blonde, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
And he says his date couldn't make it. I'm pretty sure that's Felicia Hardy.
At this point, it should be.
I believe it's that one, yes.
They didn't want her upstaging Mary Jane. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, don't worry. She does that later. No, there's one point when she comes home with Peter and like the two of them and Mary Jane are talking, and then like, I don't know, Flash and Harry and Liz are coming up the elevator and they're like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And because Felicia doesn't have any clothes, so she grabs like the tightest dress Mary Jane owned or something.
As you do. Wear less, go out more. That's the single ladies motto.
So yeah, so after they put little Normie to bed, they sit down for dinner.
Freaking little Normie.
And they hear a big like rumble and explosion, and the power goes out.
That's a little too close to home.
I was gonna say, what is this, Florida and hurricanes? What?
No, just severe thunderstorms. It is not hurricane season yet. Tropical depression, maybe.
So see, and look, Mary Jane gives Peter the excuse. She says, "Oh, don't we have some candles downstairs?" Oh yeah.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
You know the ones you poured with the hot wax you pour on me? Yeah.
Like honestly.
50 Shades of Parker.
50 Shades of Red and Blue.
Hey-o.
Whoa, that worked out way too good.
Phrasing. But yeah. So of course Peter changes in the stairwell and then swings to the financial district. where another building's collapsed.
Jeez.
Where,
poor New York. You think it was Florida with all the sinkholes and collapsing the buildings do?
Because this building held bearer bonds. And of course he sees Electro again and blames Electro. Well, I'd blame him too when he tried to zap me with a bolt of electricity.
He might like it. How does he know unless he tries it?
Does it feel like hot wax? But Electro's all mad because he's like, don't blame me. This is the second time today someone beat me out of a job. So he brings some debris down on Spider-Man and takes off on his bolt of lightning again. His magic carpet lightning. But he says, I know who to blame, so he's going back for the little guy. Or as he says, Hector, you double-crosser, your backside is grass, and I'm the power lawnmower. Backside. You're low again.
Too bad it wasn't rated teen, Philip.
I know.
Wait, have we ever had a rated teen Spider-Man book? I feel like yes.
Probably Bendis.
How dare you, sir?
How dare I? How dare he?
Bendis.
You're low again. Put that microphone by your mouth, girl. Still low.
Such a dick.
What?
Such a jackass.
I love when you try to censor yourself. You're low again.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, maybe the people listening in their cars and their gyms care.
You should fix it in post for the people on the podcast. How about that?
Oh.
Shots fired at the editor.
Lilith, I have a project for you.
Okay.
No. But no, Peter finds that the plans with sensor security on them, nice and plot pointy. Then we go back to Lancaster as Tombstone's going to beat Robbie, but he's not afraid of him anymore.
But why do we care? We don't!
Oh, this has been built in for like a year or two at this point.
I know. They love to drag things out that don't need to be drug out.
Because I'm trying to remember, because like I think like Robbie hid like he went to jail because he hid the like evidence of Tombstone's crimes back in the day. Because like I think Tombstone threatened him. Was it the high school paper or maybe when he was just started out in the newspaper? Yeah. And Tombstone's like, I'll kill you and everyone else if you tell anybody. Mm-hmm. But then meanwhile, back on Long Island, Electro's threatening the little guy. And he's saying, you know, how much did you take to sell me out? But then he gets hit from behind with the shatoon. As the mystery figure stands revealed. It's because I don't think he's at this point. I don't think he had been around for a while, but yeah. So maybe everyone forgot. But the guy I think Electro says he looks like a walking mattress. The Shocker.
Like, how bad does it suck to be the Shocker in the Spider-Man universe?
Oh, he's there, just gets punched in the face.
Like, I think they summed up his character so perfectly in freaking Spider-Man Homecoming. I really do. Because I was just like, yep, that's how that works.
What's just a hand-me-down identity?
Yeah, pretty much.
Herman Schultz.
But it's like, you also have like all these people that have similar powers to yours that are way better than you, better known than you.
Yeah, but I mean, Electro is like pure electricity. Shocker's just like, it's like, was it like vibro shocks?
Yeah.
Why he has to wear the mattress suit. Mattress suit. Isn't that what you wear on dates?
No. My dates wish I did, though.
Hey-oh. Oh, look, anytime you insult me, I just have to hold up the cup. My Deadpool cup for those on the podcast that says, I'm hilarious, don't hate. Oh, man. Why does that have to say don't hate? Why can't it say don't judge me?
I'm gonna have to get you a custom cup.
I was gonna say, there's at least two of you, I can hold that up in your faces, but... So Electro and Shocker duking it out, and then Shocker pins Electro to the ceiling to electroblast him.
Oh God, I love that panel though.
What?
Where they get into it, it's just like they're like sassy little schoolgirls at that point.
Oh yeah, you still my man. But yeah, so he's battered and beaten, but Electro picks himself up and grabs the suitcase of, I guess, bearer bonds and takes off.
Bearer bonds. Ugh.
Bearer bonds. But
nowadays it would be Bitcoin, but okay.
Wow, it's 1989. Come on.
I know. Greed is good. I know.
And then he's walking out the door thinking, all's well that ends well. And Spider-Man's hanging there. Well.
Not so much.
And knocks him out and spilling all the bearer bonds.
That costume, though, can we just talk about it? Like, that is one that I would be like, you don't have to recreate in a movie ever. It's fine. It'll turn out like Batman and Robin or something. Don't do it.
What, the Electro one?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's why, as we'll get to an Amazing Spider-Man 2, I mean, they kind of went with, like, I think that's, like, the ultimate comics look, is he's just, like, blue electricity.
Yeah.
I don't know, I kind of like this, though. And as we'll get to with, like, a 90s issue, like, he loses the mask, at least.
Yes, that mask was atrocious.
When he faces off against Spider-Man and your favorite Nate Gray.
You know, as you do.
Mm-hmm.
When you need help to boost your sales, who do you call? Spider-Man.
It was an issue of Spider-Man. No, they brought Nate Gray.
I know, but they're like, oh, hey, check out his book.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. Oh, that was 90s. Wasn't everything X selling?
Didn't we have this conversation?
Well, we said the top 5 like comics of comics of all time.
Not X-Men.
I know, but I just thought anything with an X sold in the 90s. Especially when everything crossed over. It's like, hey, we'll pick up X-Men because you need like part 17 of Onslaught.
That's how you do it. That's how you get them.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the sick thing about comic book collecting. It's literally a never-ending vicious cycle. Like, if you take it seriously, like, yeah.
An ever-rebooting endless cycle.
And at some point, poor little Lilith's just gonna go insane and burn down both Marvel and DC. So it'll only be IDW, Image, Dark Horse.
When Lilith rules the world, the roads will be paved with Archie comics.
Damn straight. You get an Archie comic, and you get an Archie comic.
Yeah, Electro's so messed up, Spider-Man just decks him with one punch and takes him out. But then when he goes in to check the building, I guess Shocker's gone. Talk into the microphone. Testing, 1, 2. Barely hear you.
Keep going, Philip.
Okay. Keep whatever animal or man or whatever combination it is off of you, okay, please? Whatever's licking your face, tell him to stop, okay? But, yeah, and then back to Lancaster, where Joe Robertson is fighting for his life, and then till he stabs Tombstone in the chest with a pitchfork, and Tombstone just turns around and it's like, oh, gee, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, that was the best part of the issue. Fight me, I don't care.
Psycho. So, and then Joe's like, because like Tombstone like broke him out of prison when he was escaping, and Joe's like, well, ask the Amish guy, can you take me to the nearest person with a phone since you don't have one?
How culturally insensitive.
Well, he needs a phone. They don't have a phone.
They can send up a smoke signal.
That's alright. I had a buddy back in the day. He was in, I think it was a McDonald's or something, when like a group of Amish people came in, and he asked some girl for a number, and she said she didn't have a phone. So he asked her for the number of the person who had the phone closest to her.
Wow.
Yeah. Wanted to churn some butter, you know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, let's wrap this up. We're talking about churning butter.
Little things to churn some butter. It's a Friday night. Anyway, yeah, so back to Soho. Peter shows up when the lights come back on. It was so dark. What's his excuse? It was so dark. I went up too many flights instead of our apartment. I locked myself out on the roof.
You'd swear he was a blonde.
Maybe it's sexually transmitted. Hey-oh! And, then Peter's, Mary Jane's hugging him. He's like, I can't shake the feeling that I missed something tonight. Duh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean.
Duh.
And then we see that at the end that not only was the little guy who sold Elektra the plans working for Chameleon, so is Tombstone.
How you do it?
In Hammerhead.
Oh, God. And worst of all.
Yeah, sir.
Ugh. This was the pacing was just so off for this issue. That's all.
Pacing?
Yeah. It was just kind of all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think they were killing time to wax and vengeance.
Spinning the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
I'd still give it a solid B- though.
I'll give it a B.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to talk current Spider-Man comics.
Let's do it. What book you want to talk about first?
I don't know. Should we save the best for last? I don't know. All right. You want to talk? We want to start with Spider-Man City at War #2.
Okay. I'm not sure who this book is for.
Do you think it's? I think I said this last time when one came out. Do you think it's for like them trying to get the gamers who maybe don't read comics in the comics?
I don't know, because I have a friend who I lent this to who is just that, and they were just like, so I don't know.
I
like the art and everything, but it's like the story is kind of like bland.
And it's
not like Injustice. Like Injustice comic book is dope. Like, and it can stand on its own apart from the game, but I don't feel the same way about this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the art. I thought it was pretty good, but
yeah, the art is good, but the story is just lackluster for me. And
I haven't played the game, so like I don't know if he's in it already. But what did you think them bringing in Miles Morales?
Oh yeah, he's in the game. Spoilers, but it's been a while, so you should know this. I did like that part, but like I said, it feels very bland.
Mm-hmm. Is it just like build up? Because You're down again. Eh? Anyway. Okay, Charlie Esser.
What's that?
There we go. But yeah, I think they were just, this whole, the issue, I don't know, well, they're setting up Miles, but he doesn't even have any powers yet, so it's like, we kind of had to establish the link between him and Pete, because Pete was worked the case with Miles' dad.
Yeah. It's the Gwen Stacy effect, if you will.
I hope not.
You know what I mean, instead of it being Captain Stacy.
Yeah, I did get that vibe, yeah. Always trying to give Spider-Man his Jim Gordon. Yeah, he really don't need it.
Alright, what other issues do you want to talk about? Come
on. Amazing Spider-Man 19.HU, the Lizard issue.
I actually thought this was the best Spider-Man book this week.
Ooh, it was good.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the villain for once.
Who's the Lizard?
Yes. I actually enjoyed it for once. And I think the artwork is so stunning, and the story was very fast-paced. It had like everything that you wanted. It had a good ebb and flow. It had a lot of comical moments and some serious stuff too. It was like a good mix.
Yeah, I'm have to say I am impressed with like these HU issues. I thought they were just going to be like filler, but I mean, first with like the Black Cat, and then like the Gibbon. I know, right?
I
was impressed with the Gibbon. I was like, holy crap! And now the Lizard. But yeah, these HU issues have been good. Yeah,
that's definitely an A for me.
Yeah, me too. And like I said, I'm just impressed. Like even the Gibbon issue, like they've done their homework, and they have pretty much the highlights of the backstory of all these characters.
Yeah,
and of course it's an A. You got Taskmaster singing karaoke. Come on.
Okay, thank you. It wasn't just me. I was like, I feel like this belongs in a Deadpool issue, but I'll take it.
Got to establish it. Then maybe he'll show up again. And then
that'll be his new thing.
Yes.
Taskmaster : karaoke edition.
he can copy any physical skill, including singing. You want to see me do my Britney?
Oh, free her! Free Britney! You must not saw that trending.
No.
The other day? Yeah. I was trending the other day. Anyway, next book.
I know you read Miles Morales, number 5.
I did! I think this is where they might lose me.
Oh, really? Why?
I don't know. It just feels really repetitive, and I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, I didn't feel my Miles spark this issue, and I really was losing steam at the end of last issue too. So,
is it just like, I mean, except for the school, there's no. It doesn't seem like there's there's no big over arc or anything.
Yeah, no or overarching story. Nothing.
Yes.
I mean, eventually they'll get to it, I guess. But like, I need a hook. Like I said, there's so many Spider-Man books, and just because I love Miles doesn't mean that that's going to be an automatic yes for me. You know what I mean? I think I'm tired of writers and just comic book people in general thinking, "Oh, you really love this character, so you're going to stick by it." It's like, no, economy's bad, bro. You got to make me care. You got to make me care. You got to make me want to put this on my pull list.
Mm-hmm. And what did you think of MCU Flash Thompson?
How about you?
I was like, yeah,
okay.
He's being a jerk for the sake of being a jerk.
And hey, it's high school. There are kids that are like that.
Oh, I know.
So, but I'm unimpressed.
I know.
When are we getting our Into the Spider-Verse comic book? Like,
I thought they were doing something. Oh no, they are doing Is it an annual this year? I think in a couple months they're doing. I think I forget if it's Peter or Miles. I think there's like a Spider-Man story, and then there's gonna be like a Spider-Ham story in there too, or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I just really feel like they need to just have that movie in comic book form until the next movie comes out, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with this book, but I think you'll probably agree with me. I think Spider-Gwen is like doing it better right now. Yes.
Second favorite Spider book.
Yes, but what did you give Miles Morales number 5?
C+.
C+. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a B.
Artwork can't save you. You know,
oh, yeah.
Like I do enjoy the artwork, but like I said, the story's dragging. I'm losing interest, and it doesn't feel like Miles right now for some reason to me.
Yeah, I'd probably say B-.
That's because you're such a good guy. You're so nice.
But I tweeted about it. I said I sense a trend in Marvel Comics this week. I don't know what it is.
Big guns and pouches. It's the 90s all over again.
Double fisting, just like your drinking style. Double fisted.
Hey man, alcohol's not gonna drink itself.
You don't buy it, you rent it. All right.
You're an amateur.
What, you don't pee?
Mm-mm.
Ever?
That's till the next day when it's nice and absorbed into my bloodstream.
I forget you're not human. Okay. Alright, my favorite Spider-Man book of the week. Spider-Man Life Story number 2. I thought this was better than the first one.
I think it's a tie for me. No, seriously.
Okay.
It's a tie. Like, it's just so good, and I can't wait to see, like, when it's all said and done.
Mm-hmm.
it's just gonna be like this really epic tale. Like, I'm so engrossed into it. I really do enjoy it.
But yeah, of course you get the opening scene of Peter like in 1977 in a graveyard. So you think he's talking to Uncle Ben, but no, they reveal Flash Thompson never came home from Vietnam.
Dun dun dun. I was like, what is this, Smallville? Change the name to Whitney.
When's Gwen becoming a witch?
Oh God, no! That's the season we don't talk about.
I know. But basically, yeah, and then Peter's working for Reed Richards, and they're talking about Captain America working, saving both sides, over in Vietnam. And then they're also working with Otto Octavius.
That should tickle a certain professor's fancy.
Oh, I told him he should read this, and I said, I'm like, it's got Otto, it's got Reed Richards, it's got this, it's got that, and he goes, you had me at Otto.
Duh!
Duh! I know. It's something Charlie Esser would like. Duh.
I think you're,
Right, yeah.
No. I was gonna say, did your soundbite box finally give up on you?
I need a bigger desk.
That's what she said.
Whoa! No, big box, not good. Or a big desk. What?
Oh, desk! Okay. Anyway.
Then we see Harry visiting Norman in prison.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And Norman has a secret to tell him.
Insanity and amnesia run in our family. Write everything down.
Wear a bulletproof vest.
Don't auto-activate your glider.
Wear a helmet. But then we see Gwen's while Peter's working with Reed Richards, Gwen's working in a lab with Miles Warren. Wonder where this was going. They're cloning limbs for people, which I guess they said they even cured Kurt Connors.
I was gonna say, yeah, gotta tie that in.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty advanced for the 70s, though. Just gonna say.
It's the Marvel universe.
I know.
But I know they're probably gonna like change the costume like every decade. But I'm like, what's up with like the shoulder pads and like the knee pads and stuff on this Spider-Man suit?
It's the 70s.
I guess.
You better be lucky it wasn't freaking shiny gold lame and shoot, what else did they? Oh, and bell bottoms.
I know, but I guess they're just not like they're not even color. They're just like gray pads, like on this red and blue suit.
You think they would have saved the shoulder pads for the 80s, right?
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, Peter swings to see Mary Jane and Harry at this club, and Harry's already passed out, and Mary Jane's high on something.
High on his love.
See, look, I told you they keep retconning this now. Last couple of years, where Mary Jane says, "I know your secret. I've known since you were 15 when you're swinging into your Aunt May's house."
Stop! It's 16. 16 is the classic.
I know, and I don't understand why they retcon that. It's only a freaking year. Oh, and then Reed bitch slaps Peter when he makes a crack about his wife running off with the man who lives under the sea.
I mean,
no wet jokes, please.
Okay. I'll save it for Wade's World.
Okay. And then we get Harry showing up as the Black Goblin. I was like, wait,
racist.
Dude. I was like, dude, this is a comic book. I'm like, are you allowed to call yourself Black something if you're not African American?
Yes, you can. It's fine.
Okay.
It's stupid, but I think it's stupid that Black Lightning had to be called Black Lightning. But, that's just me.
I know, but I'm just like, Black Panther, Black Lightning, Black Goliath. I was like,
But he's an Osborn. They're odd ducks.
Drug addict, psychopath, cultural appropriation, Harry Osborn.
He ticks all the boxes just like James Franco. There, I said it. Fight me.
I don't see him getting inappropriate with a woman.
Google it when we're done.
I know. Well, I meant Harry Osborn?
I'm sure he has.
Probably. But, yeah, during the fight, of course, it's Warren's lab, so of course there's clones.
Always with the clones. Always with the clones.
There's a Peter. It looks like Peter, Harry, and Gwen clones in tanks. But there's a big explosion, and only the Peter clone survives. You know the Peter clone.
I love Ben Reilly.
He's gonna dye his hair blonde.
But the Warren freaks out.
He's gonna wear sweatpants.
But Warren freaks out when he hears the Gwen in the tube didn't survive, because he's like, I switched them so I could have the real Gwen.
Oh God! Oh God! That sounded so much more creepy.
I know.
You say it like that.
Well, how is that not creepy? He switched them, so he's like, Peter would never know. I just gave him a clone of his wife, and so I could have her. At that point, why did he?
Smart.
Why wouldn't he just take the clone? Warren, no one would know.
Because he doesn't want her falling and turning into ashes, bro.
Yeah, but then Peter's gonna find out if she disintegrates. That's not his wife.
Let's be honest. It's Peter we're talking about. They say he's smart, but I don't know.
I know. So the real Gwen's dead. So clone Peter and clone Gwen are going off together. He didn't dye his hair. He just grew a beard.
As you do.
Ben and Helen Parker.
Aww. Isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for the rhyming names, Ben and Gwen.
Two on the nose.
I know. And then Mary, of course, just like after the original Clone Saga, Mary Jane goes to see Peter in his apartment.
Yeah, I love all the little hints and stuff that they give.
So I guess history's going to repeat itself. Although I'm thinking they're going to jam pack a bunch in the issue 3. It says next are Secret Wars. So they're probably going to come through Secret Wars. And the cover has him laying in the coffin. So we're going to have to do Kraven's Last Hunt. Oh, what if we're going to get Venom?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Either that or in the 90s, probably.
Yeah, they probably will save Venom for the 90s.
The symbiote will slither off for a decade, then come back with Brock. The hunt down old man Peter.
Yeah, that was a solid issue. It's an A, but like I said, like I like it, but it's not exciting. It's fun as a Spider-Man fan to read through and see the little hints and tips that they give. You know what I mean? From the other previous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good story, just not exciting.
I don't know. They kind of pushed my buttons. I don't know. It was clones.
I know.
Big Riley.
Exactly.
For the 80s, I like the 80s too. Secret Wars, Kraven's Last Hunt. All I can do is drop in Black Fox. And no, I'm not talking about Lilith. I'm talking about some old man. Perverts. All right, are we done?
Yes.
We went pretty long for an episode. We're going to do one issue. All right, so yes, stay tuned, everyone. In 2 days, or if you're on YouTube, in a couple minutes, see, that's why you should subscribe to YouTube. We'll get Wade's World.
Return to the top 10! This was just a warm-up.
I could tell. Anyway, next time, we're going to be jumping into the 90s with Spider-Man 38, 39, and 40. Another Electro tale. Light the Night. Alright, so email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, facebook.com/ultimatespidercast, @ULTSpidercast, and @CLSidekicks on Twitter. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, your one-stop shopping for all Capes and Lunatics, capesandlunatics.org. Miss Lilith Hellfire's gift to you all. And Lilith.
If you nerds want to fight me about anything that I've said, please find me at Lilith Hellfire on Twitter or at Lilith Hellfire86 over on the gram.
All right. So, swing on back. Thwip.